is not something I think I've seen in a very, very long time. One gate into Colossus Tech and an Immortal coming out. This is kind of a desperation play. This Immortal is definitely going to help against the tanks, don't get me wrong, but I think that Mana realizes he is very far behind in this game, and he's got to pull something out that's a little bit unusual, a little bit unexpected. Widowmine drop comes in again, and he is able to... Oh, nicely done there. Very, very good control by Mana. This time splits very well against it. Doesn't even lose a probe. And that is going to be one dead medevac as well. That's pretty cool. Immortal is about to be out as well. These tanks are sieged in range of this. This is not a good fight here for Major. There you go. He moves back a little bit, but this is still a dangerous position. There is an Immortal out. That Immortal is going to take as many shots as he wants. He might even take out... No, he's not going to take 2 tanks, but he does take out 1. Medevac's now coming into position here as well, and Major's in a bit of trouble here. But he brings his tanks up, and he kills those Marines out. I think he's just going to get out for the time being. I don't think there's really a need for him to attack here. He's already very far ahead economically. Went ahead, get further ahead. He is 20 workers ahead of his opponent, plus mules. He could just ramp his economy to a devastating position and just overrun his opponent. And that's exactly what he should do in this position, I think. There is no need to attack and lose your units. None at all. Now we have the Robo out, which, I mean, are we going to see that Colossus? We might. Is it still a single gateway? No, there's a second gateway coming out. And that's the crazy, crazy early Colossus there. Mana pushing out here is maybe not what I would have suspected he would have done. He leaves his base very vulnerable to a counterplay. There's only 1 cannon. A drop could do a lot of damage here. But I think Mana expects this. This is some really... If Mana intercepts this, he expects it. Look at it. He knows that this is coming. He is a smart cookie. And he's going to be able to shut this medevac drop down. Very nice. Very nicely done. He knew the risks of pushing out. And he said, you know what? This is the angle that he's going to come at. That is some star sense there by Mana, I gotta say. But he's going to need more than star sense to win this. He is in a really ugly spot. 2 bases versus 3. Major is now an economic powerhouse, and he is powering forward with upgrades aplenty. I think the only thing he's currently lacking is a large amount of barracks right now, but he's putting reactors on these, so he's about to be ready to pump out a lot of Marines. And we've got extended thermal lance on the way and 1 Colossus. Will it be enough? Maybe. If it catches Major off guard, which it will. Actually, it won't, because unless he may have clicked on that. If he did click on it, he knows what that is. It's obviously a little bit weird to see Colossus there, but still. The Colossus might save him. There are now Vikings coming on the field, but Major just has such a powerful army. 71 army supply to 38. It's going to take a really good engagement for Mana to even survive this, let alone actually trade well. Stim's now done. Combat shield is about to be done. +1 armor and +1 weapons are about to be done. This is a very powerful timing. And really the only thing that Mana currently has going for him is the fact that he has a Colossus. He's not even going to have 2 by the time that this hits, unless it waits. So this is dangerous. +1 is all done. Major is now the time is to engage, I feel. This is going to require some phenomenal play by Mana to live through. It looks like he's going to just head up to the 3rd base and cancel it. So that gives Mana enough time to get a 2nd Colossus out and extend the thermal lance. So I think he's okay trading that 3rd, really. It's still a really bad spot. I mean, look at the army supplies. 95 to 48, 164 to 103 supply, and a supply block there for the Protoss player. I don't care how good your units are. I don't care how good your controllers. This is a really, really difficult thing to deal with. And Major now realizes, oh, my opponent's got nothing else. He has nothing else. I need to just hit him. I need to hit him with everything I've got before he can get too many Colossus up. 6 Vikings now on the field. There's the Stim. Attempting to put down another base is just not going to do much at all. Major's going to go for it right now. He does. He can attack. He can destroy his opponent. Maybe he just waits for the max. But I don't necessarily like that because it allows his opponent to get more Colossus up. But even then, we're just talking hypotheticals here. Mana's army is tiny. It is tiny. There's no meat at the front. There are 7 Zealots, 2 Immortals, 2 Colossus, 5 Stalkers, and 2 Sentries versus 47 Marines, 16 Marauders, 2 tanks, 8 Vikings, and 5 Medevacs. With +1/+1. Even the upgrade lead. Actually, never mind. It's the same upgrades, but it's an upgrade stalemate. Major's going to go for it. And rightfully so, I think. Mana is going to have to pull some phenomenal play out. He has no Storm available. Down goes that Photon Overcharge. Is it going to make any difference at all? Nexus taking heavy fire right now. An excellent concave here for the Terran player. There's no Storm available. Feedback's available here as well. The Terran player is acquitting himself pretty well. I mean, so is the Protoss, but there's no way, Mana is not going to live through this in a million years without Storm. The base goes down. GG and Major with the 4 kill. Impressive. Very impressive. Well, it was worth taking him on as Joker, wasn't it? 5-1 there for Juanito. Exceptional play, and nothing on Mousesports able to stop him. Major on fire with an excellent set of games against all races and all styles. What can I say? Complexity takes the win, 5 games to 1. That's going to be fantastic for their indicator. Very, very good for it indeed. They were already pretty much suffering. They have not been all that high up the Acer Teamstory Cup so far. They have been very close to the bottom there with Invictus Gaming and Empire Ense. But that is a second win for them. And that actually sets their indicator to -1, I believe, instead of -5. That would put them ahead of Mousesports, because Mousesports just lost that. I think that puts them equal with Millennium. So they've actually climbed up to 6th place now from that win. And Mousesports, who was very, very good, I've got to say, at dealing with Acer Teamstory Cup in Season 1, is going to fall to 8th place from that loss. That's pretty bad. So there you go, folks. A major win for Complexity. If you missed any of the games today, they will be put up on the YouTube channel, so you'll be able to watch the entire series. I'd like to thank everyone for supporting, especially the new subscribers for today. You have been a fantastic audience. I'll let you know if there's going to be any more casts this week, but I am going to be moving house this week, so I'm kind of done, I think, for streaming for the week until I get into my new place. But do remember to watch the rest of the Acer Teamstory Cup matches. And if you want more StarCraft, it's on right now. You're spoiled for choice. You are spoiled for choice. You got ESET Masters going on right now. You have got the Home Story Cup EU qualifiers going on right now. And you also have the EU Challenger League group. So that's Group H going on, which is currently between Night End and Amaga, which is a game that has just started. They're currently one apiece, so I would suggest you go and check that out. Thanks a lot for watching, folks, and thank you to the sponsors of Acer Teamstory Cup, which, as you might imagine, would, of course, be Acer and Intel, as well as Roccat. I'll see you next time.